Well, good morning, and welcome to Our Media Has Failed Us. Yeah, I did promise I'd finally talk about this, friends, but I had such a good day yesterday, I need to share it with you. Let's get the regular stuff done with. First, I hope you're okay. I hope if you enjoy this, you give the old thumbs up. And for those of you who have already given it a thumbs down, thank you too. Somebody walking by with their dog, but we'll just keep on going. We'll see. So friends, first we will talk about, it is right now plus 12. It's absolutely beautiful. You can tell the sun is shining. I'm hearing the planes starting to move again. The world is starting to open up. But at the same time, the U.S. is starting to fall apart. I do think your president is going to solve this by getting the National Guard out there. And I want to first just say, shame, those people who think that protesting means destruction of property. I just want to say this, my friends, from a guy who has been on hundreds, if not thousands, of protests. Protesting is about the peaceful dissemination of our story. It's about getting something said, getting something understood. And you get nothing understood if you turn violent. I understand the angst. I understand the desire to push out, especially after we've all been caged for quite a few months. But peaceful protests is what is guaranteed by the Canadian and the American Constitution. Yeah, that kind of fine. This camera sometimes screws up the video. Anyways, peaceful protest is what is allowed, and it's what should be done. And when people break into a protest and turn it into something violent, get out of there, get home, and denounce the violence, because there's never a reason for it. But friends, before I talk a little more about why has our media failed us, because I haven't hit on that yet. I haven't, and I mean to. But first, we need to go to yesterday. See, tomorrow, no video tomorrow. Tomorrow I go to the doctor's for the first time in person in quite a long time, in 3 months probably, and run a bunch of tests and be around a bunch of other people. And I'm nervous. But I do understand that my safety is their concern as well as my own. However, I don't feel like taking the bus, and it's supposed to be a nice day. And I looked at it, it was supposed to be a 47-minute walk. And I thought, why not test it out? So I did. I walked it, and it took 55 for me, but I take a lot of pictures, as you're about to see. And then when I get there, I decide, I'm going to go to get my driver's license renewed, which ran out on my birthday during the shutdown. And I walk over to it, and it's 13 blocks or so further west, further away from my house. So I did that. And friends, that was the walk. That's the map. But let's just say it was 10.88 kilometers. Yeah, kilometers. It was 16,000 steps. I'm proud of myself. I was so tired and beat when I got home, and I slept well last night. So friends, let's show the montage. I think I might interrupt it in the middle a little bit. I can't remember everything I recorded, and I still got quite a bit of putting this together. So please, the thumbs up on this one. I've worked really hard, and there's a lot of background to it and a lot of good visuals. So pitter patter, get at her. Interrupting today's show with a city walk. Yes, the old hippie is taking a very long walk to the doctor's to see how long it'll take me on Wednesday. And so I thought, why not show you the sights that you usually don't see. Stay tuned, and we'll have some music and some sights for you to see, and then we'll return you back to your show. Peace. That was really a beautiful walk. It was almost too warm, but I made it. A couple of times I had to take the jacket off and carry it, and I think a couple of times I would have been too cool without the jacket. So it's about that middle ground. Friends, what do I mean by our media has failed us? I keep hammering at this. The media's responsibility is to disseminate the information that's around us and bring it to us in a factual way. But the media has become so either right or left. There is no middle ground, and that's what's needed right now. What we're seeing on the streets, what we're seeing with Antifa causing trouble, what we're seeing with Black Lives Matter and all that stuff, some of it's understood, bottled up anger over a situation that isn't really real. If you have media that just makes so much money at telling you the world is racist, that if you're one that doesn't dig in and doesn't try to disseminate that themselves, you just believe it. And there are enough people out there that just read the headlines. I don't want to get deep into this Floyd situation, but immediately after it happened, the president came straight to the public and said, this is horrible, this will be resolved, this cannot continue. And I agree with protests happening. wherever people feel the need that maybe their neighborhood is in trouble with race issues. But we don't solve them by fighting each other. We don't solve them through anger. And instead of the media coming forward and saying, like yesterday, Trump had a wonderful speech where he called for peace and calm, as he mentioned that he will have the National Guard out there. CNN, instead of perhaps taking a turn that they should have taken a long time ago and get behind the president when he's right. I agree. If the president is wrong in what he's doing, the job of the media is to point it out. But it's like the stupid fact-checking of his prediction. You can't fact-check a prediction. The same thing here. CNN comes forward, and instead of saying a headline like "The President Calls for Calm," and then talk about it and talk about his rights, the headline is, does he really have the authority to do what he just did? Okay, you got to remember, you have and I'm speaking to media right now, you have a responsibility to the people. And you know that most of the people will read the headline and maybe the tagline under it and not read anything more. So you got a whole bunch of people just questioning, wow, the president's screwing up again. And he does have the authority. If you watch the press release of yesterday, they even quoted the part of the U.S. code that gives him the authority. They should have just said, the president calls for calm. And then within the story, certainly question whether this fits the bill for his rights. But it was a needed thing. Do they have I get so worked up about this. Do they have another side? Do they have a solution? No, they are not solution-oriented. They are pick on the president. Anything opposite the president. And believe me, the president does a lot of stupid stuff and says a lot of stupid stuff. But when safety is in concern and your media still hammers at him and picks on words and pieces of sentences and takes people out of context at a time when the media should be calling for peace. Shame. Our media has failed us. We need new media. We need a resurgence of those people that just want to give the facts to you so that you can determine your own way forward without emotional drive from companies that are leaning in a certain direction. Friends, I don't think I can speak much more to this. I have a lot to put up there. So let's get at the little known facts and let's get over the troubles. And let's remember, I love everybody. I have no idea what color any of you are. I only know what country you come from, and I love you all. I don't give a damn about the amount of melatonin in your skin. I don't give a damn about where you were brought up. I care that your heart is full and your mind is clear. And if it isn't, that's what we're here for, each other. Friends, little known facts. I have a couple interesting ones today. Two of them regarding peanuts. Yes, look at that. Peanuts are an ingredient in dynamite. Peanuts have an oil which is used as an ingredient while making glycerol, which is the main component of nitroglycerin. And some people are scared of peanuts. Well, they're scared of peanut butter. The actual name is Arachibutyrophobia. Arachibacteriophobia, yes, that's a big word. It's the fear of peanut butter getting stuck to the roof of your mouth. It's the fear of gagging. It's a weird one. Peanut butter getting stuck to the roof of your mouth is annoying, but to have an irrational fear of it happening is very next level. There's a phobia for everything, and this is no exception. And finally, folks, expiration dates on bottles of water have nothing to do with the water. Truly, water cannot expire. The dates are just those of which when the plastic in the bottle will start to deteriorate and the chemicals leak into the water. And even then, they're non-toxic. They're just going to make the water taste a bit stale or off. So, friends, I hope this finds you well. I hope it finds your family and your friends well also. Give someone a hug today. You need it. They need it. The world needs more hugs. Peace and cheers. Love and harmony. Oh, that was bad.